G'day everyone, I'm Dave, and today we're going to be talking about measuring tapes. Here's a few tips and tricks I've learned over the years that may help you with your next project. With measuring tapes, you can get all sorts of different kinds. You can get ones that are pure metric, ones that are standard. You can get ones that are large numbers, so easy to read. You have ones that are pure blank, where you can actually mark right on the tape whatever you want to mark, and you can also get ones that are glow in the dark. First tip we're going to be talking about uses the slot at the end of the measuring tape. If you look at the very end, they all have this wonderful little slot. That slot is actually for the head of a nail, and it's not for just any nail. These are primarily designed for framing nails, and the whole purpose of the framing nail is to actually use the nail to hold the measuring tape in place. Typically, let's say if you're building a shed or something like that, and you're either trying to make sure it's square by measuring corner to corner, or you're trying to measure across and you're standing up on the roof itself, you don't have two people there. Simple little trick is you take your framing nail, hammer it in, and bend it over. When I bend it over, I have to make sure it's flush with the wood, so I have to hammer that in, otherwise I'm measuring the thickness of the nail and possibly the air gap. Once I hammer it in, I can now take my measuring tape, that locks right on here, and I can measure perfect. Another little tip, uses the small V at the very end of the measuring tape to draw straight lines. I've seen a lot of videos where they put the one end against the wood and they put the measuring tape with the pen right against the measuring tape. Well, that's the whole purpose of that V. The whole purpose of the V is to put your pen right into that V. It keeps it centered and makes for a perfect mark every single time. And of course with the plastic, it's going to slide across that wood very, very easily. So hopefully that little tip helps you out drawing your straight lines. Another great tip or trick is actually magnetic measuring tapes. Magnetic piece at the end, great if you're dealing with ships and you're measuring the bulkheads or decks, anything you're dealing with steel. The other thing I've used this many of times for is if I'm up into a shed and I drop a tool, there's my instant pickup. And considering that tape's pretty long, and the magnets, well, holds that wrench no problem. I've had ones that'll actually pick up hammers if you go slow enough. It all depends on how powerful the magnet is. It's a great tool for, it saves you from running up and down the ladder a few times. And even, of course, if you want your nail back. Thanks for watching. If you have any other thoughts, any comments, or anything you'd like to see in future videos, please leave us a comment. Otherwise, we'll see you next video.